Hey guys, this is Jon
and Austin.
Another episode of the Meatgistics podcast brought to you by Waltons.
Everything but the meat.
Welcome back.
Kind of nice to be back.
It's nice to be back. Don't joke around.
No, it's good to be back.
You're happy to be here. Though Allie did a great job filling in for you. She was a very good co-host.
I honestly did not watch any of them while I was gone, so I have
When he's
no
on
idea.
vacation, he's on vacation.
The funniest thing, so we had Travis on last week, right? The funniest thing is he wore that hat, the hard hat, cowboy hat, the orange one, and we never even mentioned it.
Yeah,
like,
I was
during
watching
the
it in post.
entire
I was like,
podcast,
you guys didn't even talk about
we
the guy's
didn't
hat.
even talk about it. Like, no one even was like, oh, nice hat. Nope, we just completely ignored it. Because we had talked about it before, and so then he'd been wearing it for
We got
10
used
minutes.
to it, yeah.
So we got used to it, and he's just sitting there doing this gag, and we never even touched it. So it's pretty funny. All right, let's get to this because we have something we haven't had on here for a while. We've got steaks.
This is a great way to come back.
So
What's special about these? Yeah.
somewhat funny. There's been a toaster oven in this kitchen for a while, and it doesn't fit the motif of the room, for lack of a better word. The ambiance was thrown off by it, and I kept accusing Patrick of bringing it in.
Dude,
no matter how many times he told me it wasn't him.
I don't even think I've used a toaster, but like a handful of times in my life. Like,
So-
if I'm staying at a hotel, I'm like, I don't even know how to operate this thing.
Finally, Allie tells me, no, Austin brought it in, and she kind of told me what you wanted to, or she told me it had something to do with steak, so I figured out what it is. You want to go ahead?
So my wife and I had an old toaster we were getting rid of, and I'm like, didn't want to just throw it away. And I don't know how. My wife should probably be on explain it. I think it was probably her idea. I don't know how it came up, but we were like, we could cook a steak in a toaster. Don't want to ruin one. So if we're going to throw this one away anyways, let's cook steak in it and see what happens. Because I was for sure we were going to start a fire, do something. We're going to break it. But we were like, we want to see, can it be done?
That's the way I want to go. Toaster steak fire mishap.
About 6 years ago.
In my double wide.
About 6 years ago, Andy Titus, who used to work here, showed me a YouTube video of somebody cooking a steak in a toaster exactly like that. He turned it on. That person turned it on its side. You didn't. You just put them in like bagels.
Mm-hmm.
So did we do bagel setting, obviously, so it got both sides?
Oh, that's what that means?
Yeah, I turned the dial all the way up and hit the frozen button.
Okay.
And I had to keep pushing it down, but actually, surprisingly, not that many times. I got 3 steaks because I couldn't find the right size. Mm-hmm. So I got 2 that were the thinnest I could find that were still too thick. But then I got
those ones over there.
No.
Oh.
So then I got one that was super thick because I was like, I'll cut that one in half.
Right.
So I started with that, cut in half. That's the small ones. Those cooked way too fast. Mm-hmm. That took like 7 minutes and they were cooked up to like 160. So they're overcooked. So we were going to do it again for a shorter time. I had 2 more steaks and I was like, I'm going to cut them in half. And talking with you, we're like, no, let's just put them in whole. It'd take a little longer, but we had time. So we did that, putting them in whole. I had to trim off the backside because they wouldn't fit in there. Right. Yeah. So trimmed off the non-spinalis side.
Yeah. That's the right call.
Yeah.
Never trimmed the spinalis.
I was in here.
Spinalis is the top or part that sits on top, and it's the most tender piece.
I was so paranoid about how I was going to trim these that I was going to make you upset that I cut off something that you were going to want. So it had to trim the back off, put them in. And these ones still took, 10 minutes?
Yeah, I would say 10 to 12 probably. That's what it seems like.
Faster than I'm going to cook them on the grill. But if you think about it, the heating element is right there.
And it's two sides coming from both.
All the heat's right there. I thought we were going to have grease fire.
Nope.
A lot of smoke. We had the exhaust vent on. That
was smart.
But I don't even think we needed it.
It was probably a good idea to have. So what do you think of the flavor?
Pretty good considering.
I would say so. I find no deficiencies in this steak other than, and it happens with ribeyes no matter what, when you cook them up past like 130, the muscle fibers start to separate.
Yeah, I would prefer a reverse sear or something on my smoker. But if you're talking like just a steak, this is, in my opinion, this would be better than probably just a pan fry. At least on what I've because I've tried to pan fry before. I don't do it often, but I'd say this.
God, I thought you'd never ask.
Sure. I'm not 100% sure I agree with you on the better than the pan fried stuff, but way, way better than what I was expecting it to be. right? I mean, that's a tasty steak.
I guess I should clarify. Just throw it in a pan. That's it.
Oh,
now, if you were to throw it in a pan with some butter and some stuff and bathe it, like a very basic pan fry, just throwing it in a hot pan.
If you live in an apartment and you don't have a grill, this is a 100% acceptable way to get a good cook on a steak.
Yeah, it's almost as good as Golden Corral steak. That's a joke, but
because it's better than Golden Corral steak.
Oh yeah, it's phenomenal. I was just telling him I had an $18 steak at a Cracker Barrel. Terrible. Thick cut. Visually, I was like, wow, this is phenomenal. And I rip into it. Rare as the day is long. Oh, but you think tender.
Yeah.
No, dude, I was chewing. Yeah. Like I was just, I'm going to choke on this.
Well, it depends on the cut. I mean, sometimes undercooked, like sirloin, is not going to be.
It wasn't. It was a sirloin. Yep,
yeah. So. There you go. But yeah, no, big fan. I would say success.
Yeah. I thought we were going to do it as just kind of a joke, but this works. Now I say it works. It's still a single use toaster now. I'm not cleaning the thing. Like you got meat juice everywhere on the inside. Like I would not trust using that ever again.
We do have a industrial washer now. Maybe we just throw that in there.
Throw it in there.
See what happens.
I bet you on like the 5th use, something's gonna catch fire. The amount of fat and just like I said, meat drippings down there. Like it's probably only good for a handful of times until you absolutely have to clean it out. I'm
not 100% sure I'd even try it again on that one.
Yeah.
No, the amount of bacteria that's going to grow in there, and unless you clean it, but you can't adequately clean that.
But when you reheat it up, wouldn't it kill all that stuff off?
Yeah, but it's still you don't want to do that. It's spoilage stuff. It's gonna give off funky flavors.
Yeah, if it was safe, it would taste bad from just the bacteria that grow and spoil and smell horrible.
Yep.
You two are the worst cavemen of all time.
That's fair. I would have just because no air conditioning, I would have been a bad caveman.
You're cooking it on the same rock as yesterday?
Gronk. Gronk hot. Gronk goes north or south or wherever. It's cool.
Cousin Eddie or whatever.
Yeah, I would far rather have been like chasing the woolly mammoths across the ice plains than
you're a gatherer. You're like Michael Cera
down in Aztec land. I wouldn't have. I would have been happy if they tried to sacrifice me down in Aztec land. I'd be like, good, I'm done with this. We're sweating all the time. There are poisonous and venomous things all over the place. No.
Yeah.
I'm not about that.
For science, I'm eating the thin one.
The thin one. That was cooked up to, you said 165? I mean, that's still pretty pink.
Some of it was. That's pretty pink. I think that one was hard to temp. It's so thin and in the toaster.
Oh, getting it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's pretty.
So not as cooked as much as I thought.
Molly Ringwald, that's pretty in pink. Is that what he said?
All right. So now I hesitate to do this because we've just had a nice tasty steak. But those snack sticks I have there are gigawatt hot with ghost pepper.
Oh, palate cleanser. Nice.
And that is a palate cleanser for sure.
It smells hot.
It is hot. We've made these before where we've done gigawatt hot with ghost pepper. And these ones, for whatever reason, they're hotter than I remember, at least. Like I remember them being spicy, but this is like as soon as you bite into it, and then for 10 minutes after, your tongue is going to be hot.
I mean, you can see the red.
Yes.
The red pepper and everything.
I don't know if a change was made to the seasoning. I doubt it because they're not supposed to do that. Or if they just got like a batch of extra hot stuff.
You cut it open and smell it. It smells even hotter.
Yeah.
It smells hot, huh?
It stings the senses. It's very pungent. Right? You're already feeling it.
It comes on fast and then it just starts building and the tongue is starting to tingle.
Oh, that would have been a good one to catch. Oh, dude, this one's cut down the middle.
That's what he did. Yeah.
Like down the middle.
It's good.
So you don't find that to be hotter than it used to be?
Dude,
it needs some time.
You're already glistening.
Yeah, I know. It's still building. Yeah. It's still building in the back.
You're already glistening, which
it does that thing where you're like,
sniffle.
Hold on, what's going on? Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, we should do this at the end of podcast.
On podcast again. Why do we do that?
Just give him some Kleenex so he can blow his nose.
No, just eat more steak. That should do it. Yeah. So I follow normal process for this, normal smoke schedule, normal everything. ate a piece as soon as it came out of the smoker, and immediately I was like, no. I'm like, oh God, that hurts my mouth. Now, I don't know if it's even hotter when it comes right out of the smoker because the fat's still melty.
Yeah, I think it is usually.
Okay.
I am
Shouldn't have
just
had the
championing this. This is mild to me at best. Don't look at
Patrick has a very intense.
Don't look at my
on his
tears
face right now.
No,
Don't pay attention.
This stuff usually hits me late, or if I have a lot of it. I had Philly brought yesterday with the ghost pepper
With the
cheese.
ghost pepper, those were good, right?
Phenomenal taste, but by the second, like just any pressure on your tongue, it's not you want to enjoy it, but you can't. It kind of hurts. So
I'm like I've stated for a long time that I'm not a huge fan of like super hot things. I don't understand when we get past a certain point, like
why more?
What are we doing here? Like, why are we eating? Someone gave me a raw habanero to eat once, and this was before I was like really aware of like real spicy stuff, and I ate it and like crying, drank milk, like tears coming, like my nose was like, who does that? Why would you want to eat that?
It's a dare for sure.
That's stupid.
I mean, I like the flavor you get out of spicy stuff, but I don't enjoy 90% of everything else that happens afterwards. The mouth burning, the stomach burning, and everything else.
The next morning, you're like, what did I eat? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hottest I want to go is sriracha, the chili sauce. Like not the squeeze bottle, but the stuff that comes in the jar. Yeah. That's as hot as I want to go.
I used to do like pizza coated in like habanero ghost pepper sauce, and it was delicious. My stomach used to accept that. It does not accept it anymore. But I used to do it too, just because I'd eat less of it. Like I wouldn't eat as much pizza. It tasted great, and then I'd eat less.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. They say eating hot food though is addictive. Like if something is spicy and you're someone who likes spice, you will eat more of it because it's like you get that initial endorphin rush from when it cools down, and then you keep chasing that. What did you used to do? You used to add red pepper to Walton's Ultimate Steak and Roast. Weren't you making spicy steaks for a while?
Habanero powder.
Habanero powder. Yeah.
I still do that because the flavor. No, I don't. I ran out of habanero powder and I haven't bought more.
Well, you could get more.
But that's good because you can get some of that flavor without making it like hot.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like the flavor behind it is great, but do it in a way where it doesn't just blast your mouth with heat. That's the first steak I've had in a while. Why? It's been a while. Have you seen the price of beef? Yeah, this was actually like $18.49 a pound. I choked. Listen, I'm slowly going broke paying for my house. It's not
nightmare.
So beef is off the menu, especially with as much as I've been golfing recently. Like I can't afford both those things, and I'm 100% addicted to golf. So
it's either steak or golf.
I mean, something's got to give, right?
Yeah. And you did you ever replenish any of your beef because you lost the?
Nope. It's still too soon. Yeah. Like I still don't have that'll wait until I get a new place. My wife and I have a plan to potentially have a place to start raising beef. Oh, okay. Do you want some?
Just say yes. Get in on this now. You're gonna want to get.
You think I want to be in on ground?
Yeah, because they're still just talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but that could also tie me into some unexpected costs.
No. I think it's going to end up being about. There's no way it's going to be more for him, right? Than it already.
What are you going to do for slaughter?
I don't know. I don't want to profit off of it per se. I just want to have my own.
Can we take turns being the executioner? We can. Do we get hoods? Can we put our names on them? How does that work?
I think. What if we do have a mobile slaughter come out, so they'll have it?
Is there a mobile slaughter around here?
I'm sure
we can start one, guys.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I've never heard of one around Kansas here.
That's a good point.
You get an out of state.
I'm more of an ideas guy, though. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, no, we understand that you're not going to be involved in the mobile slaughtering.
Naming and logo.
That's not a terrible idea, though. Getting a mobile slaughter going.
It's like a food truck, but way more intense.
If there isn't one here, there are tons of people. Not tons. There are plenty of people who raise their own cattle.
It's just
Kansas.
It's expensive, and most people in Kansas are not afraid of driving. Like they'll drive and go somewhere.
That's a good point. And everybody has a trailer. They'll just take it to a slaughterhouse. And at times, we'll look into it. Walton's or maybe Trembley's.
Hold on.
Mobile slaughter.
Mine is the most.
You'll get some beef.
Barnes as the name for something. It's the most country facing, so I don't know why we're avoiding it.
What do you mean it's the most country facing? You think it's?
You could have a red barn as a logo.
Boom! You're already there. Yeah. Jug.
That's a good point.
Jug. Yeah. So, we could do a mashup of names. It's like how they came up with NSYNC or something like that. It's all their mother's names or something.
What?
Yeah, that was the old.
That's the last time I want NSYNC ever brought up on this podcast.
You just did it.
I didn't mean to.
You were more of a Backstreet guy.
No, I was 98 Degrees.
You did. Yeah, you do look like the third Lachey brother. Now that you mentioned it. So. Hey, can we?
The one who didn't get on camera.
Can we pivot into this Mount Rushmore of meats?
100%.
I wanted to ask you guys.
Yep. Did you? I did send that to you earlier. Okay. I just didn't want you to be.
Well, I'll go over it for all the listeners. So another podcast on Barstool, they did their Mount Rushmore of meats. They do a kind of reoccurring thing where they even did like the letter M. So you had to come up with things that were awesome for the letter M. But there's 4 teams, and each one has different meats that they essentially drafted onto their team. So I want to ask the guys what their favorite team is. So team 1 is comprised of steak, duck, sausage, and lamb. Team 2, chicken wings, ribs, brisket, and salami. Team 3, burgers, fried chicken, pulled pork, meatballs. Team 4, and the last team, bacon, hot dogs, lobster, and turkey leg. Initial thoughts. What stands out for you guys?
I mean, it's one without a question if it's not lamb.
Yeah, he hates lamb.
All right, we'll go this way.
You hate lamb?
So lamb was the very last selection.
How much lamb have you had to hate
lamb.
it?
I just don't.
It's not desired.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Let's put it that way. So for me, it's team 1 easy if it's that. However, I like salami so much more than I like lamb. How did he pick duck ahead of things like sausage?
Yeah, oversight
brisket,
of the century, right?
Lobster.
Was this like a draft?
Yeah, so they must have done a snake.
It's a snake, yeah.
So steak was the first choice and lamb was the last.
Yeah, for that team, yeah.
I love his duck pull though. That's a
savvy pick.
Uh-huh.
I haven't had.
I think it would have been around for later though.
Yeah. Is there things you're surprised are omitted? Like there's no dry cured stuff.
There's no jerky on this.
Pepperoni.
There's no pepperoni on this.
Are we? Wait. Well, hold on.
Are we saying salami?
Are we eating or snacking? Because I'd have a totally different.
I think the way I look at it, it's like these are the 4 meats that you can have.
Right.
So
and you
all
can't.
Other are gone. Yeah.
So I mean, my standouts. Team 2 and team 3 are close for me. I mean,
both of those are over team 1 for you.
Yeah, I'm
Patrick,
not a duck
and
guy.
Sausage.
Yeah,
on the same team.
I love steak, but I mean, how much steak could give me chicken wings? I'll take chicken wings and brisket and salami. So you have your snacker. You have your great list. And then ribs happen to be on there. And I'm not a rib guy, but
I like ribs.
And that's they all have like a different chew. Salami can go on a sandwich. I mean, when brisket's done right, that's my top tier.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I mean, no one's bringing steak to a barbecue, and if you do, it's usually the thin stuff, or like the guy makes it in a toaster.
3 is out for you, I assume, because of the pulled pork.
Right.
Yep.
I love burgers. Fried chicken almost feels like it doesn't belong on the list. Like it's like
that one's too good to be.
Well, that's the only thing that's like battered and deep fried on here.
Well, chicken wings.
Yeah. Well, I view chicken wings as more the naked, but
I do not.
I'm usually with you, but for this list, I assumed
I almost want to call those chicken legs and not chicken wings.
Okay.
Let's call it a different thing because in my mind, it's got to be fried.
Well, it can be fried, but without batter.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good point.
I do like what's that one? Side Pockets has the best wings in my opinion.
Is that the pool place down by
out west? Yeah, okay. by Airstrike where you used to go. I think.
Yeah, I'll try that at some point. All right, Austin, do you have a team? Have you come up with one?
Yeah, team. I think team 2.
Okay, so he's chicken wings, ribs, brisket, and salami. I love the salami pick there at the end. That's just awesome.
It's hard. I can eliminate teams more easy.
Which team is
like as much as I don't want to eliminate team 4, but team 4 is gone because lobster and turkey leg have nothing for me.
Turkey leg,
hot dogs are good, but not good enough to do anything. You got bacon, but not just one. Yep. One thing doesn't carry the team.
Sure.
And then team 2, I'm out because I'm not a big chicken wing fan, not a big ribs fan.
Sure.
Brisket's okay,
but overrated.
Salami's great, but it's too narrow.
Oh.
So it's either team 1 or team 3. Team 3 is probably better top to bottom.
Yeah.
But team 1 has the better top because steak and sausage just dominate everything else. Now, nothing against duck. I'm fine with duck. I just don't eat it as a staple. And same with lamb. I like lamb. It's good, but I don't eat it as a staple. So do you want 2 steak and sausage at the super high end top, or do you want 4 that are upper middle?
Just kind of mid.
Good.
Yeah.
So, right.
I don't know.
Roll the dice.
How long? Is this like for a week, year, for the rest of your life?
Is it.
Yeah, yep. This desert island stuff.
Am I allowed to have a grinder and turn the steak into hamburgers?
No, it has to be eaten in the manner in which it was prepared.
Nice.
And then we're going team 1 with the steak sausage.
So two team 1s over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm team 1, even with the lamb miss.
Even with the miss.
Because I'm sure I'd figure out how to cook lamb to the point where I like it.
I think I just
don't like the fat on it.
I think have you ever had lamb from like Meddy's or something like that?
Yeah, listen, a good part of my lamb dislike is the great girl I dated in
that's
college.
Right.
Like lamb is,
but
lamb and tuna fish.
Yeah, of course.
Lamb is so generic though. You could have like lamb chops, lamb steak, lamb burgers, lamb anything. So it gives you.
Now they would have gotten annoyed with me on this list, but I immediately, as soon as someone tried to call salami, I would have said no. That's a sausage.
Oh,
that falls under my sausage.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
So
that would have been.
And then I get snack sticks. I get summer sausage. I get all of that.
Because what designates it as
exactly
as a sausage?
Yeah, the fact that it's ground up and stuffed into a casing, and that's
me, dog.
Yep.
Wow.
And so that is a salami.
Would have halted the
I
draft.
can't believe that lobster is like a negative for you. Like you don't like that list because lobster is on it, though.
We're Kansas kids.
It's not that I dislike lobster. I just don't eat it. I don't know how to cook it.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with it.
So it's not like you don't look at lobster and go, ugh. If somebody else had already cooked it, you'd be like, oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll eat lobster. It's fine. But it's like, it's not what I do.
What's the hardest thing for you to cook? Like what?
Fish and seafood.
Just fish in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like fish. Yeah. I love eating salmon, but I'm just not good at it.
Patrick, do you have one?
Oh, anything. I'm not.
Food?
Yeah,
food in general.
Well, when I'm not in that mode, because there was a little bit when I lived alone where I was trying stuff out, and you
were doing ribs,
the grill. Yeah, I had the vertical smoker I got from here, and then as soon as someone else started taking over, I go, oh, it's so easy for her. I don't know, like. She could just whip together stuff with actual flavor, and there's like, I don't know, the way it's prepared. Like I would be getting 8 pots and pans dirty and just like trying to replicate something, and I'm making something super simple. So it's just it's not a good combination, me and cooking food. But meanwhile, put me in front of a microwave and leftovers, I will school you guys, okay? Because at my house, when you had 5 older brothers growing up, and it's just like us, half of a chicken strip. Anything, give me a tortilla and some cheese, and I'll find a way to get you a meal out of it. You know. So.
Yeah, mine would be scallops. Like I struggle at cooking scallops, and I've tried a bunch. Like
what technically are scallops?
What's that?
What are scallops?
Technically, I think they're a shellfish.
Okay,
that's what they're classified as. Though they move, they might be a mollusk. I'm not sure.
Okay,
but
alien.
Like I've tried. I have a stainless steel pot or pan. I've tried because they say get that screaming hot. Then back it down and then put your scallops on. But like they're always either a little bit rubbery, which is underdone, I guess, or they're overdone. Like so I can't nail it. So every once in a while when I go out to a restaurant, and I know they're going to be expensive, and I know I'm not going to get many of them, but I'm like, I'll have the scallops just because something I can't cook for myself.
Yeah. Perfect.
Cool.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I can't really think of a way to do because you said we come up with our own teams. Can't really think of a way to do that would be anything other than exactly his and mine being the same.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Once steak is taken, I don't even know. Is there even a close number 2? Like beside maybe, I mean, we maybe touched on it with sausage because it's versatile.
Sausage would be, chicken would be up there. But yeah. All right. Let's watch this video. No. First, let me tell you the story of why I'm having trouble.
Well, I can't believe you didn't bring it up. Bologna wasn't on the list. That's wild.
Thank God.
Technically, is that a sausage?
Ooh.
Technically, it is a sausage. Yep. So I've been struggling around here the last couple of days. I actually had to pick up a very heavy piece of equipment, which is a bad idea. My arm swelled up significantly after that. On the podcast, you might not be able to tell, but one of my arms is significantly more swollen than the other, and it's not because I've been working out. We could put this picture up, but this is what my arm looked like a minute after I got run over by a golf cart.
You got run over by a golf cart.
Run over / hit. Oh. So that was a minute after. This is like 5 minutes after.
Is that just like internal bleeding, swelling up?
Yep. And this is about 10 minutes after. It looks like a knee.
It looks like it's your elbow.
Yeah. Literally. I finished the round, by the way.
No way.
Clearly concussed. Like, clearly.
Are these clips in the folder for later so I can show?
I'll put them in there.
Oh, perfect.
Those ones aren't.
Are we naming names on who's liable for this?
No, he's not liable because he felt so bad. It was just that stupid thing. Like, he was coming at me. We were like, ooh. And then we just both zigged the same way. And the support to the roof of the golf cart caught me right here. And then I had my putter in my hand. So the putter hit the roof and came and smacked me in the eye. So I have a black eye, a extremely swollen and somewhat useless hand. I knew it wasn't broken right away because everyone's like, it is broken. I'm like, no, it's not, because I can move my wrist in all directions. Moving it back hurts, but like all my fingers, all that. So it's just like super swollen. But anyways, I told my girlfriend was golfing with us. I'm like, you're going to have to drive home. I'm like, I am clearly not myself. And then the next day I come into work and somebody here was like, hey, how's your arm? Blah, blah, blah. So her husband was golfing with us. I was like, oh, it hurts, but it's okay. And later, that same person came up and said something to me about spoons and paper towels. And I had thought I had a dream the night before about spoons and paper towels. I'm staring at her. I'm like, how does she know this?
Am I still in the dream?
And then I was like, oh, no, that wasn't a dream. So I dreamt that she woke me up in the middle of the night and was like telling me that I'd been calling a spoon a paper towel and a carpet a rug, or I'm sorry, a blanket a rug. But what turns out is we were eating. I pointed at the paper towels and said, hey, can you hand me a spoon?
No.
And then we were on the couch and I was like, I need that rug. Like pointing at a blanket.
I need that rug.
Gone.
Tied the room together, dude.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. But all's well that ends well. I finished that round and I won. I beat everybody. And I'm going golfing tonight.
What have you worked on for the past couple of days? What do I need to go check?
How many of your moms are on the website right now? For anyone who doesn't know, I still do it when I'm trying to think of something and I'm like, I've been typing. My fingers will just naturally type your mom. So we found it on the website like twice, I think.
What?
Where I just I've been writing something. I started thinking. I just wrote down your mom and then went on. So
that's done. Yeah. Submit. We're good.
Yep. Everything's good there.
That'd be funny.
But yeah. So it's starting to get nice and black and blue on the bottom here where like everything's just kind of settling.
It's going to get real bad.
It was yesterday. Like if you poked at it, my skin was hard because it was so swollen. The swelling has gone down significantly. So I'm more and more confident, which thank God, because I leave Saturday morning to go up to KC to pick up your sister. We're going to do the cured meat room at AMP, which I'm super pumped for. And then we go up to Minnesota, and the next day we go to Canada for fishing. And then I would have been mad. Like if my arm was broken and I wasn't able to, because Flip felt terrible. Like he hit me and I literally rolled a few times. And he came over and I'm like laughing already. I'm like, I'm fine. And he's like, no, you're not fine. You're bleeding. And I was like, oh no. And I felt up here. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, I don't need stitches.
Show us your shiner. Make sure the camera can see it real well.
And I'm like, I don't need stitches for that, so I'll be fine. And then I looked down at my arm, and it was just like that little egg had already formed.
We got in a verbal spat. I had to put him in.
But I
place,
immediately started testing, like, can I move everything? And I could, so I didn't care. All right, so I see you're looking at that picture. That is my favorite thing about Japan now.
Godzilla?
Japan had a spate of Japan has big brown bears. Like big brown bears. Not quite Kodiak, Alaska size, but big ones. And they had a bunch of incidents in the last couple of weeks. So they're running bear drills. And it's a guy in a bear costume chasing people. And that's also a sun bear, I'm pretty sure. The white collar, like the white whatever on its chest. I think that's a sun bear. So, but absolutely hilarious that is their bear drill. Is a guy just randomly shows up, I'm assuming, and starts chasing people. I love
That's amazing.
Do you know what a sloth bear is? It's a bear. I think it's definitely in India, and I'm pretty sure it's in South America too. Do you know who Forrest Gallant is?
Nope.
So he's this wildlife guy. He's been on Rogan a few times. And
is
they
that
do
the
this
guy who used to kick return for Alabama?
Sure. Yeah, that guy. Forrest. And they do this thing with him where they're like, all right, most dangerous animal, or like animal you'd least like to run into the wild. And they'll be like, alligator or this. And he'll go alligator. He'll go alligator or elephant. He'll go elephant's worse. And they'll just keep going that. Anyways, the sloth bear came up and he just kept going, nope, sloth bear. Sloth bear is the worst. He's like, they are legitimately vicious and they will just like come after you. I think the only thing that eventually got him off sloth bear was river otter.
What?
As apparently, if you get cornered by a pack of river otters and they want you, there is nothing you're doing.
A pack?
Like,
I mean, a pack of anything.
Sorry. Also, I should say giant river otter. Like the ones down in South America, they're like 6 feet. They're like 6 feet.
Oh, wow.
They're huge. Yeah. So, and they're like vicious.
This world is nuts.
They kill caimans, anacondas all the time. So,
yeah, let's not mess around with that.
no, it's best not to. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So he was saying the sloth bears are terrible. All right.
Does it look like a sloth? Why would it get the name sloth bear? Does it have extra long claws?
I think it does have long claws. And I think it's also part like the sun bear or whatever you call it. I think it has that same white patch on its thing that a sloth would have.
Seems like a Greenland, Iceland thing. Like they're trying to trick people into thinking, no, it's just a sloth bear. And you go, oh, it's one of those. And it just moves incredibly quick.
So was that Leif Erikson who perpetrated that like myth on everybody?
I mean,
he called Iceland Greenland because it sucked. Or not sucked, like it was inhospitable. And he called Greenland Iceland so people wouldn't want to go there because they just thought it was all ice. And really, it's like verdant fields.
That's what I'm going with.
So, yeah, I had heard something like that.
Thinking of bears, I saw a video that I thought was AI generated, and I never went back and checked, but see if you've seen it. Is like last week. Is this like brown bear, grizzly bear, like facing off with like a giant wolf? Like
along the coast.
I don't know.
Like there's water right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're on a beach. No, I think that's real. And I don't know if that's a malformed wolf or something, but its legs are ridiculous.
It's huge. Yeah.
It could also be a small bear. Like that's always, anytime you use a bear for reference, you have to remember that like a female grizzly, like a big one might weigh 350 pounds. Like the females are not very big. So it could have just been that.
True.
So, all right. Check out this first video that I have there. Yep, that one. It is from TikTok, or it was from somebody's TikTok. This guy bought this steak at Publix in Florida, and it's going to make you feel sick once you...
What?
It literally makes me want to throw up.
I can't.
Oh, my God.
What's happening?
He bought a filet mignon.
Play-Doh.
Like, literally, he's doing this, Patrick, and it's just glue. It looks like glue after he's cooked it. It is the most vile looking thing of all time. It makes
from a filet mignon?
From a filet. So the question is, Florida banned the production and sale of lab created meat. So that was like, everyone was saying, this is what comes from lab created meat. Like it's not lab created meat. It's still so far away from ever being economical to sell it for $16 a pound or whatever he had there. I just think it was a really bad cut of steak, and maybe it's one of those that they use transglutamase and like tried to put 2 cuts of steak together, and that's just the glue breaking down. Either way, that's disgusting. If that's what your steak looks like, don't eat it.
Just rather just have normal meat.
Yeah.
What's wrong with just classic steak, classic burger? Why do we have to go adulterate things? Like, it was fine the way it was fine in its original form.
Yeah, it doesn't need anything
not screw
else.
with it.
It's all good. Remind me after this to freeze a bunch of that meat. I've got sausage in there and a couple hamburgers that I want to freeze and get in vacuum bags. So for some reason that falls on you. Don't know why.
Okay.
All right. Going down to Meat Matters. We've got a couple of interesting ones this week, and I don't know if we'll end up using it, but we filmed something. Where is it? There.
You should just scroll down really far.
Wait.
What did we do there?
Manitoba woman files proposed class action against Loblaw over alleged underweight meat sales. Now, first of all, Loblaw's is a grocery chain, I guess, up there, and I hope so much that their founder or someone in the family is named Bob, so it can be Bob Loblaw.
Oh yeah.
Now, that's not my joke. That's a joke from Arrested Development, but it is a great one. But it alleges that at least since 2023, rather than weighing only the edible portions, they've included the packaging weight in the price charged to customers. So like the foam tray, the wrap, or whatever they're doing. I went and grabbed some from Dillon's, thinking like, hey, maybe they're doing this here as well. They're not. In fact, it was supposed to be 48 ounces. It's 48.1 ounces without the packaging. So if you're concerned about this, at least at Dillon's, you don't need to be, because they are doing accurate weights there, I guess.
Yeah, and you also have some allowed variances. This is also from Canada. Canada to the U.S. might have slightly different rules.
Sure.
But I still remember as a kid going with my dad out on sales routes, and I don't know if I should say it's past the statute of limitations, but I would certify scales at like
How old were you?
not technically at like first probably went out with dad when I was like 7-8 years old.
Yeah.
But I could put the weights on the scale. If we're doing small ones, he'd be the one that actually filled out the paperwork.
Yeah.
But you go through and you have weights that are actually verified. You have to go to the state, get them verified, approved, and then you go out and you certify scales. But not every scale has to be certified. It only has to be certified
if you're selling off it.
If you're directly selling off of it in front of a consumer.
Okay.
If it's back behind things, nobody sees it, like it's not consumer facing at all, like doesn't follow under the same guidelines.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. What's the logic behind that?
I don't know.
Huh.
But if things weren't exact, you could calibrate a scale, but it also didn't have to be like exact. I don't remember what the tolerance is. So,
but like
it's
0.1.
There's some differential allowed.
Oh, I did not know that. Speaking of scales, a vendor sent us a scale that they wanted us to use to basically replace the Ascali precision scale with. So I took a 10-gram piece of cardboard, put it on there, and it weighed it at 10 grams. I was like, oh, that's good. Then I cut the cardboard up into 6 different pieces and placed it on one at a time. And after all of it was on there, it still read 0 grams. I was like, yeah, we're not using this thing.
Was it a Ascali still, or is it somebody else?
I don't want to mention the vendor.
Okay.
I don't want to, because it's always possible there was just a bad unit, right? So we're getting another unit in to see if this was just a one-off or if this scale can't.
I'll be interested, because I almost bought an Ascali in the last couple of days to take it home because I want a more precise scale.
The precision is amazing.
Okay.
Like I think it's the best. I've had a bunch of different like home scales. I think that's the best scale I've ever used. It's accurate. It's quick. The platform's not very big, right? So you got to kind of sometimes, like if you want to put a plate on it and look, it's a little bit difficult to do things, but I mean, nothing's gonna be perfect.
I don't need a big platform, but I want something a little more precise, because I was measuring out like 10 grams and doing stuff like that. And the scale, I have an Ascali. It's just one of their kitchen scales,
the regular ones,
and it's accurate-ish,
right?
But it's more for measuring like pounds,
right?
Not 10 grams.
Yeah.
So, but I'm getting back into the sourdough thing. So.
Oh, nice, nice.
that's what I'm doing right now.
Have your wife make some hot honey sourdough.
Hot honey.
Yeah, I don't know how she would do it, but Allie gave me some hot honey sourdough.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Those, yeah, it was unbelievable. So I want more of those appetizers, please.
Okay.
And apparently the lack of hot honey sourdough is why I can't get that. It's ridiculous. So anyways, yeah, that's what's going on up in Canada. It doesn't seem to be a problem down here. Suit by former Colorado meatpacker alleges extensive history of workplace safety violations at JBS. Couple of things with this article, and we're just going to touch on them. Did you hear about what happened at the taco shop or taco place in California while you were gone? Okay. The only reason I'm talking about this is because this article references it, right? So this article is about safety violations that were covered up or misreported at JBS. This article then goes on to immediately talk about this incident that happened at this, I think it was called like Tino's Tacos or something like that, where a maintenance worker or a sanitation worker, after it had been shut down, they said it was a grinder that he fell into. I'm fairly sure it was a buffalo chopper. What's the other word for buffalo chopper? I always
bowl cutter, bowl chopper.
Thank you. Just because they showed a picture of it and the way that it was explained, like that does not make any sense. It has to be an industrial grade grinder for you to fall into, like not even
very
industrial
large
grade. I don't even know how big it, like dual screws, like it has to be enormous.
Yeah. To actually fall into one
right.
is almost impossible. You're talking, one, someone disabled safety equipment on it.
Obviously.
Two, it's so big that we're not even talking like some of the big hall grinders that we sell. We're talking like the big boys.
Much bigger.
What they're using.
And this is a taco shop, so I don't believe that would make sense. But a bowl chopper, yes. Now a bowl chopper does also have an open portion of it where somebody could, like if they tripped and went head first into those blades, and you're dead. I mean, for sure. Or somebody fed you in there. It's always a possibility as well. But anyways, so this lady is a native of Morocco, and she was responsible for training new employees on safety procedures at the plant. This is in Greeley, Colorado. I just want to show the world how corrupt they are, and hopefully this is going to raise awareness, tell people the truth about what's been going on there. They didn't want to complete the classes for new employees, and the retaliation began when I started speaking out. Continually, they prioritized production over worker safety, which, I mean, that's not something that's necessarily just a problem at JBS also. Supervisors routinely put production employees to work on the floor when they had not completed all required safety training. That's an obvious violation. Like, you have to at least let the people go through their initial training to understand what they're supposed to be doing. Many production employees were non-English speakers who needed interpreters to understand and complete the trainings, and she alleged that they didn't get those. When she brought her concerns, for lack of a better term, to light, they immediately started messing with her. They would write her up for almost no reason. They would, like, other people could come in 2-3 minutes late. If she was 30 seconds late, they'd write her up. Like, just obvious, like, hey, let's push this lady out. In 2021, a worker at the facility lost an arm after it got stuck in a conveyor belt. Now this one, remember when we talked about, nope, I can't talk about this without laughing. We're just going to move on.
Hold on. You're going to bring up the Australian lady?
No.
Oh, you're going to talk about the thing we weren't going to talk about.
Yeah. Well, I already talked about that because that was brought up in this article. Do you remember when we talked about the jungle? And one of his like complaints was people would fall into vats of, basically rendering tallow
in the jungle. They would
just sell it.
There's vats of stuff in the jungle.
The book, The Jungle.
Oh,
yeah.
I was literally thinking of the actual jungle.
That happened to somebody here.
It's like
you and I looked at a long time ago at a video of a lady who was she looked Asian of some sort, but I think it was Vietnam for some reason.
Sure.
And she reached into a stamping machine. I watched the stamp machine went, and her arm literally went normal, up a little bit, over, up a lot, over, it broke her bones in the mold of the stamp. Production environments are dangerous.
Oh, for sure.
If I worked in a production environment, like, you take safety extremely important. Like, My ex-wife's company has fired people on the spot for not following safety regulations, even when they had like decent reasons for doing it. Their whole thing was if you come past a room and somebody's unconscious on the floor, you are not to go get that person. Because you don't know what knocked them out, and now you're going to have two
dead
people. Yep. Yeah. In that. So.
In that case, they probably have some sort of protocol to get like a hazmat suit or respirator or something. That's exactly what you hit an
alarm, and like a trained employee comes. All right. Yeah. Then we've got wild card, and Patrick, I had one specifically for you.
Oh, nice.
It even said this is going to give Patrick PTSD.
Oh no.
But they took it down.
What?
That bad?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I wanted to talk about one more thing. Monday morning?
Sure.
Yesterday morning, I show up to work and there's a camper in our parking lot, and it was Keith Labrosi. He's been on like all the live streams, and he's a big Meatgistics user. He had come through the area, and like he was on his way up to Silencer Co. up in Nebraska, who oddly enough were our partners at BHA's Rendezvous. Like they were right next to us.
Cool.
So yeah, he stopped by literally just to say hi. And so I gave him a quick tour of everything. He was incredibly impressed with this place, with the studio and the test kitchen, and then obviously shipping. We just walked through shipping. I didn't want to, I was just like, oh yeah, it's all that stuff
Don't
over
get
there.
In the way.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing back there anymore, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know how they pick an order any longer. I used to. I don't know what that is.
You used to know the safe places to stand when you're doing that. Now,
Yeah,
it's like,
now it's,
am I completely in the way?
Yeah. And they have more moving equipment back there. So anyways, I mean, it was before working hours, but anyways. Then a couple other things that we're going to make. Has Ali talked to you about changes with the live stream? Okay, so this live stream, I'm getting back at midnight. So the one that we're going to do for the beginning of August is going to be 1 hour long, because I'm going to be exhausted, and we might look at doing that. Weekly.
So you get back by next Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of travel and stuff to do then, because you don't leave till like Friday. Do you leave Friday or Saturday?
I leave Saturday morning.
Saturday. Okay.
And then because we're straight shotting it, Thursday is the day we leave the dock, like to come back, and then we're straight shotting it right through.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be fine. And then for my weekly live streams, which this one on Monday was awesome. We had a ton of people there. We had good conversations, good questions. So we're going to start doing them every Monday, and they're going to be from here every Monday.
Oh, cool.
I will occasionally do ones on Thursdays from my house. So we're flipping it. It used to be every week from my house, every other week from here. It's going to be every week from here, and then maybe every other week from my house, just occasionally.
Do you know what's on the menu leading, a few days out, or is it kind of
usually a few days out?
Decision?
And occasionally it has been a game time decision.
What do you know what the next one's going to be?
I don't.
Okay.
Do you have a suggestion?
No, I was just curious.
If anyone does have a suggestion, let us know in the YouTube comments. Like, we will take that.
Yeah, you should ask that every time before you.
Because I want to. Yeah, I want to make things that people want to see being made. Some things are more difficult, like dry cured stuff and jerky specifically. Austin's giving me a look like he knows what he wants me to make.
I already know what you should make.
Is it pulled pork?
Hot honey sourdough.
I don't know how to do. Jenny can come in.
No, so this whole sourdough thing, Jenny's not. She's
out.
No, yeah, I'm taking.
Why is Jenny out on sourdough?
Because I want bread. And the only bread that I like, I'm still trying. I don't know, not doing like carbs, but if I do carbs, I'll do sourdough.
Sure.
So I'm like, if I'm eating carbs, I'm gonna do that. But I'm like, she doesn't necessarily want to do it all, so I'm like, I'll do it. So I'm doing the sourdough.
Oh, okay.
But I have no idea how to make it either.
So you want me to figure it out so that you can benefit from that? My problem is keeping the starter alive. Like, that's my problem.
Oh, I keep it alive.
I won't remember.
I'm on like day 3 of starting my starter right now.
Yeah.
And there was like 2 bubbles in it this morning. So I'm getting there.
That's a good thing.
I need a couple more days to get there. Once the starter's going, it's just a matter of remembering. Yeah. But you can keep it going. I don't know what to do with it past that. Yeah. Well, that's where I got to learn.
I forgot about it for a week basically, and came back. It was like all black.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's dead.
Well, this episode of the Vegan Podcast, we were diving into our sourdough starter cultures.
No, I think sourdough ties in nicely with what we do. Like, it's artisanal.
I think you're dead wrong.
It's a documentary about artisanal bread.
I think you should make lamb.
All right, a couple other things. We've got a cheese video coming out, a new pork sausage video coming out, and we still haven't released the video on Beehive Barbecue.
No, it's scheduled, but yeah.
So that one is coming out as well. The difference in Beehive Barbecue that is now available and Honey Barbecue that we used to sell is the difference between
here you go.
Junior varsity football team and the Washington Commanders. Like, it is such an improvement that it's not even it's not even the same.
But is it though?
It is.
JV to the Washington Commanders.
I see what you're doing. I could have made it more believable and said something like the Tennessee Titans.
Here we go. Here we go.
Not to hijack the conversation, but speaking of football, there's only a month until kickoff.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to plan a podcast to talk about football.
Here's what I'm nervous about, because we still aren't like 100% on who our quarterback is going to be. So it's almost certainly going to be this kid named CJ Carr. He was a top 50 recruit last year. And by all...
Who's going to be your what? Your corner?
Our quarterback.
Your quarterback. Oh, you're talking about
Notre
Dame. Okay.
Yeah. And
it's good. It's healthy competition.
Like, great arm, great like mental processing, might not be ready. And our week 1 game is against Miami. And then our next game is against Texas A&M.
Ooh.
So that's a hard way for like someone who's never started and might not be ready to figure out if he's ready or not.
I heard
after we get past those first 2 games, our schedule is so ridiculously easy.
I heard you guys were in the running for Retzlaff from BYU for a minute, and then he went to Tulane.
No, we didn't.
You don't want him?
Yeah, we came out and Marcus Freeman came out at the end of last season and said, "I think it's clear we have to end our addiction to transfer portal quarterbacks. We're going to grow our own talent." Yep.
Yeah. Well, this one's kind of different because didn't he get in trouble for like an honor code thing?
Who, CJ Carr?
No, the BYU kid.
BYU guy.
Yeah. But I mean, BYU's honor code's probably not something I would have survived in college, that's for sure. All right, let's watch these. First one is tigers are not to be messed with. And Patrick, these are in the...
Awesome.
So this is the video of an old female tiger who at this point they say is already well past her prime and is battling bone cancer. She just goes into a river or whatever that is and yoinks a 10-foot crocodile, 15-foot, like a large crocodile, just grabs it by the neck. Was like, nope, you are now mine.
She does not look past her prime.
She does not look past her prime to me. I mean, that thing is super scary. Tigers, I don't feel like we give them enough credit on how truly terrifying they are. And that's probably only because they're not here. All right, the next one. Bull casually rides scooter in India. Now, there's more to this than just that. Clearly, it's this big bull. It comes behind the scooter and literally just starts pushing the scooter. It's got its front paws on the scooter and its back paws. But wait, it's where you see it there, it's not done yet. Keep watching. It keeps going.
It's got its front legs on its little back legs.
It's just pushing, trotting along. Now, that's clearly... It thinks it's a cow and is trying to mate with it. Yes. Why are you trying to get away from me? Come back here. That is hilarious. I absolutely loved that. That made me laugh so hard. Sarah, our new social media person, found that. She's like, I think I have a good video for you.
That's insane.
Like, yes, you did.
They're evolving to use tools now. That's crazy.
It's scary. Have we talked about how they think? Yeah, we have. How they think orangutans have entered the Stone Age.
I think briefly we brought that up.
Because they've seen them fishing with spears.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's very terrifying.
I mean, we won't be here to see the,
You and I won't be.
No, Austin for sure, but we won't.
Austin might be. Yeah. He's going to outlive all of us now. Mm-hmm. All right. I've got nothing else. We will see you guys. What are you going to do next week? I'm not going to be here. You going to record one?
I don't know.
Because Allie and I won't be here, so it'd be the two of you. I'd prefer if you didn't record one then. Get your dad or something.
We might just like I don't know, hire a chef to come in and make Patrick and I just like a gourmet meal or something. We just go all out.
Yes.
We'll have a grand old time.
Just wait one more week.
You're gonna have fun.
That sounds like a great idea, but I want to be here for it. So just wait.
We're going to prepare bologna 3 different ways.
I'll tell you what, if you wait for me to get back for that, I'll bring you some walleye.
He's bribing me with
walleye
the
is the best
fish I've
freshwater
never
fish,
had.
hands
Okay.
down. Like crappie's the only one that even comes. First time my brother-in-law ever caught a crappie, I was like, that is a really nice crappie you caught there. And sometimes when I'm excited, I say crappie. And he's like, what's wrong with this fish? I'm like, no, it's awesome. He's like, why are you calling it crappie fish? I was like, no, that's
my bad. Yeah,
that's the name.
So when you normally do these trips, do you bring fish back with you?
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. If I remember correctly, you have to leave some of the skin on.
You have to identify it.
Yeah, so that it can be identified. I just feel like
crazy.
I don't mean this, but I do mean this. I just kind of feel like we should be able to do whatever we want with Canada. Like, I don't really mean that, but a little bit. Like, I'm not bringing back in a truckload, like, same thing going there. Like, what are you concerned I'm bringing into your country? I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
But then I get to customs and I'm like, yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, because they can throw you in jail.
I know.
So.
Oh, that would be funny.
No,
let's do it from jail. We can
do the next
call. You can call in. Hey, John, what happened exactly?
You're one phone call. You call us, and we'll record it. And
hey guys, I met a bunch of my cousins up here in Tremblay's.
The Tremblay. All
right, let's get out of here.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
Thanks for checking out the Meatgistics podcast. To shop everything but the meat, head on over to waltons.com. To get your meat processing questions answered by experts and enthusiasts alike, head on over to our online community at meatgistics.com. Waltons, everything but the meat.